Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to my students. Straight away, I'm going to start the lecture. But before going into the lecture, I must tell you that this book is under study nowadays. So, well, my students, it is very much cold in here in Rawalpindi and fog is everywhere. And the visibility over here is just 100 meters, not more than that. Very much cold over here. So let's start our new exercise, and that is we were doing some fraction works. So let me find where were we. We were at the this exercise number 5 point. Yes, we are uh, going to add and subtract the fractions today. Now, adding and subtracting is a little different job what we did it in division and multiplication. In division and multiplication, it was very easy that if this was the fraction and we have to multiply it with say 4, 5, we straight go from denominator to denominator and numerator to denominator. And if suppose it was like this 6, we can even cross it from here or cross it from here if it is divisible by this. You see, this is divisible by this, then this is divisible by this, then, and we can also, if this was the case, first example, then it was like this very easily by doing straight multiplication. Or if it is divisible, we could have divided from here to here or from here to here. Understand my point? But in addition or subtraction, whatever the case may be, we cannot do it like this. See, this is like this, and if there is any sign, if there is any sign in between them, for example, addition or subtraction, we are going to, let us take first example. Take it as addition at the first. Now, by doing this, we'll get 4 plus 2 is 6, 3 plus 1 is 4. And by simplifying it, it will become 2 by 3. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. It is not possible. So, my dear students, this is not possible. Not possible. Okay? Now, what we have to do is we have to adopt a certain method to process this question. What is that method? We have to take the LCM. Unless and until there is a common denominator, we cannot solve this whole fraction. Now, how we will get the common fraction, and that will be, we'll have to find the LCM. We'll have to find the LCM of that. And you know how to find the LCM. I taught you in my previous lectures somewhere like this by division method, 2 times and 2 1 times, and now it is not further divisible, so 2 times 4, it will become 4. Now you see the LCM has become 4. Now what will you do? You will divide this denominator with this denominator, this denominator with this denominator, like this. 4. Now this, for suppose that this denominator is 4, this is over here. This is 4. And the simple 4 is over here. 4 1 times. 4 1 times 4. It is 0 over here. 4 1 times. And whatsoever is the remainder, we'll multiply this remainder with this denominator. Okay. Now multiply this with this numerator. Multiply this remainder with this numerator and put the sign whatsoever was there. If this was plus, put a plus sign. If it is minus, put minus sign over here. Then again, now this same process over here. So to identify only. It is not there. The mark is not there. It is to identify. So 2 is our next denominator. 2 times 4. 2 times 4 will become 0. So now this 2 will multiply with this one. 1 multiplied by 2. Now the result is 3 plus 2 divided by 4, and that is 5 upon 4. See how much the difference occurs? 5 upon 4 is the answer, but we have to do it into the proper fraction. So 5 become in and 4 out. 4 1 times 4 1, and this will become 1 1 4. 5 upon 4. So this is the method. You may find some ancient methods in your book, but we are not going to do that anymore because we live in 21st century now. So this was the very easy way of doing. Now state will be going to the exercise, rather to waste our time on the rather to waste our time, we are going straight over to the exercise. Now my dear students, today we'll be doing exercise 5.3, and there are, how many questions are there? There are 3 questions with some many parts. So the first question is evaluate the following. Exercise chapter number 5 is there. Now exercise 5.1. Evaluate the following. Okay. Now there is some ease when you get the same denominator. When you get the same denominator, and then there is some ease. Now in question number 1, part B, 2 3 upon 7 plus 2 upon 7. You see there are common denominators. So what is, now if you go to the method what I told you, you have to find the LCM, and of course obviously the LCM will come 7. So it is very easy. 7. Write 1 out of it. When there are common denominators, you write 1 out of it, and then straight away write whatsoever is written in the denominators. Because when you divide this 7 with this 7, it will become 1. 1 multiplied by 3 is 3, and with this same 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. Now let me go to its details. Okay, now we have to find the LCM. 7 is the LCM. 7 is the LCM. Okay. Now this is the detail. Now you don't have to do this detail over here. you are going to do it like this, straight away like this. Okay. Now 7 1 times 7, 7 1 times 7, 7 1 times 7, or this remainder will be multiplying with this 1 multiplied by 3 plus, now this 7 1 times 7, now this one will multiply with this 2. You see that this is the detail, this is the proper detail of this question. 3 plus 2 divided by 7, that is 5 upon 7. And you simply get the same answer, 5 upon 7. And mind it that whenever you get the common denominator, you take 1 out of it, just add them in a straight line. Just add them in a straight line. But only and only when you get the same denominators. Let me do another question, which is part G. Now this is 5 to 5 upon 8 plus minus 1 3 upon 4. Now you see that we don't have the common denominators over here. Now there are two methods of doing it. You see, this 2 is whole number, this 1 is whole number. Okay, you just simply minus this 2, this one from this 2. Okay, 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, now what is the net? Now what is the net whole number? It is 1. It is 1. Okay, keep it separate. Keep it separate. Now what are we left with? We are left with only this 5 by 8 and this 3 by 4. This 5 by 8 and this 3 by 4. Get the LCM. Get the LCM and it will be 8. Okay, 8 and 4 2 times. 2 4s are 2 times, 2 2 and 2 1. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, so it will become 8. So now this will remain the same. This denominator will remain the same. 8 1 times 1, 8, and 1 5 times 5, minus 4 2 times 8. 4 2 times 8 and 2 3 times 6 and 2 3 times 6. Now what is the answer? We have left it separately. Now what is the answer? This is left separate. Mind it, this has been left separate. Okay, now what is the result over here? Minus 1 upon 8. Minus 1 upon 8. Now my dear students, you see that this is minus and this is plus. Now what are we going to do is 1 plus minus 1 upon 8. So this is a little cheeky method. So there is 1 over here. Again we have to divide it like this. Now this will multiply with this, it will become minus. Now what will happen over here? 1 8 times 8, 1 8 times and 8 1 times. The net result will become 8 and minus 1 will come as it is. Now the answer is 7 or 8. Now this is one method. Though it is some cheeky sort of, we have to do it twice. We have to find the LCM twice. First over here, then over here. This is a little cheeky method. Now for some simpler method. So this is the question again. G 2 5 upon 8 minus 1 3 upon 4. Okay, now just bring this fraction, this mixed fraction, into improper fraction, and same to this. 8 2 times 16, and 16 plus 5 is 21. 21 upon 8. Just multiply this with this. Multiply this. Multiply. And then add the result. Add the result. Whatsoever comes with this. Add the result. Not this and this. Add the result whatsoever has come from here with this 5. Okay. It will become 21. 8 2 times 16. 16 plus 5 is 21, minus 4 1 times 4. 4 1 times 4 plus 3, 7 upon 4. Okay. Now again, what we are with, the LCM is 8, as we have found it here. So 8 times 8, 1 times 8, and 1, 21 times 21, and 4 2 times 8, 4 2 times 8, and it will become 14. Now what is the result here? 21 minus 14 is 7 upon 8. Straight. The same answer. With only one LCM, with two steps only, 1 and 2. Now here you see that we have 1, 2, 3 steps. So this is far more better than this one. This is far more better than this one. And in the last, you will forget to add this one. I know that you will forget to add this one with this minus 1 by 8. And definitely you are going to get a wrong answer. So this is a simpler method of doing. Now let me do one more question for you. One question only. That is question number F. F is 2 upon 3 minus 518. Now you see that the LCM of this is not possible. What will you do? 3, 8. No, it is not divisible with any number. But this is divisible by 2, this is divisible by 3. When this sort of thing happens, go with the state multiplication. Go with the state multiplication. 3, 8 times 24. 3, 8 times 24. Now this is divisible by 3. This is not divisible by 3. This is divisible by 2, 4. This is not divisible by 3, 2 and 4. So go with this straight multiplication. Straight multiplication. Now this will, the LCM of the both will become as 24. And you know what is the LCM? LCM is the number by which both of the denominators are divisible. Now this 24 is divisible by 3, this 24 is divisible by 8 as well. Now 3 8 times 24 and 8 2 times 16. 3 8 times 24 and 8 2 times 16. Put a minus sign because we are with the minus sign. 8 3 times 24 and 3 5 times 15. Now the answer is 1 upon 24. The answer is 1 upon 24. So rest of the questions are very easy. Hope that you will find no difficulty in solving these questions. Now let me proceed to question number 2. Now here what we find, the question with the common denominators. The first question which I raised was the common denominators. Then a question with two derivatives and mixed fractions, and a question with a number for which we cannot get a straight LCM. So three types of questions I did in question number 1. So I am going to proceed to question number 2 now. So exercise 5.3, question number 2. 5.3. Oh, I have written it wrong. This is 5.3. Now we start from part A. Part A, that is 4 minus 2 upon 3. Now you see we have come up with one whole number and one fraction. In fact, this whole number is also fraction. We can turn it into fraction very easily without any problem. How? See, how I am going to convert this whole number into fraction. You see that simply put 1 over under this. Put 1 under it, it will become fraction. Because there is 1 under every whole number. There is 1 under every whole number. So, which is not written. Which is not written, and it understood that there is 1 under every whole number. So, it is very easy now. What will we do? LCM 3. 1 3 times 3 and 3 4 times 12 minus 2. 3 1 times 2, 3 ones times 3, and 3 and 1 2 times 2. Again listen. 1 3 times 1 3 times 3 and 3 4 times 12. 3 1 times 3 and 1 2 times 2. It is 10 upon 3. Very simple. Further do it. We'll just divide this 10 with this 3. 3 times 9 and 1 came out of it. And what will be the result? As I told you, write the remainder, write the quotient over here. Now this is quotient over here. 3. 3, write the quotient. Now this is quotient. This thing is called quotient. This is remainder. Write the remainder over here. And whatsoever is the denominator, which is the dividend. So another question with some difficulty, with the level of difficulty now. Question number F. 5 quarter, 5 quarter plus 3 sixteenths, 3 sixteenths and 4 3/8 and 4 3/8. All are plus, yes, all are plus. Okay, now first, what will we do? We'll just turn these all mixed fractions into improper fractions. 4 5 times 20 and 20 plus 1 21 divided by 4. 16 3 times 48. 16 3 times 48 and plus 1 49 upon 16 plus 8 4 times 32 and plus 3 35 upon 8. Okay, now should I repeat or proceed? I think I should proceed now. Now we'll find the LCM of these three numbers. We'll find the LCM of these three numbers. Now find the LCM by division method. 2 times 4 to 4 times and to 8 times. Still it is divisible by 2 to 1 times to 2 times to 4 times. Still it is divisible by 2 to 1 times to 2 times. Now what comes out of here? 8 2 times 16, the largest one. 8, now this is 8, 8 2 times 16. Now LCM is 16 over here for all these fractions. 16, 1 times 16 and 149 times 49. This will remain as it is. The rest of the things will be changed to 84, 4, 1 times 4, 4, 2 times 8, 49, 49, and 35 times 2 is 70. So this is step you don't have to do. This step is you don't have to do. We'll add 84, 49, 70. 84, 49 and 70. Now this will become 203 divided by 16. 203 divided by 16. Now you will 203 16. 16 1 times 16 and 4 came out of it. When you minus it, 4 came out of it. It is very simple, need not to tell you. And 3 came more. 3 times is not possible, so it is 2 times 32. 1 and 1, 11. So what will be the answer over here? Write the quotient, then write the remainder, then write the divisor. So 12 whole 11 upon 16 will be the answer. You can also do it in this way, 5, 3, 4, the method I told you, but that is much more difficult than this one. So my dear students, I'm going to solve another question for you, and that is part J, because it is a different question apart from the other. Um, J. Question number 2, part J, and that is 3 half 2 quarter. 3 half minus 2 quarter, and this is being multiplied by 4 by 3. Now you see that multiplication sign is coming, minus sign is coming, but we cannot minus it before or prior to multiplication. We cannot subtract this prior to multiplication, prior doing multiplication, because in BODMAS, BODMAS, you see the priority of multiplication is at first. The priority of the multiplication is at first. So let me proceed. We'll change this mixed fraction into the improper fraction. 2 3 times 6 and 7 upon 2 minus 2 4 times 8 9 upon 4 multiplied by 4 upon 3. Just forget this. Just forget this. And you are only left with these fractions. These two fractions. You are only left with these two fractions. Okay. Now these two fractions are very easy. Just cross this one. 4, 1 times 4, 1 times 3 and 3, 3 times. 3, 3 times. Now what is left with this? 7 by 2 minus 3. So again it is 1. So 2 is the LCM. 2 1 times and 1 2 times 6, and that it comes 1 upon 2. This is your answer. Now part number I, 2 quarters, part I, 2 quarters No, this is not I, this is L. 2 quarters, this is L. And 4, 1 upon 5. 4, 1 upon 5. Now again it is very simple. 2, 4 times 8, 8 plus 1, 9 upon 4. Always put implies by sign. 3, 3 times 9, 10 upon 3. And 20, 21 upon 5. Okay. Now what is the solution for this? Where you are not getting any common thing over here. Now this 4 is divisible by 2. This 3 is not divisible by 2. This 5 is not divisible by 3 or 2. This is not divisible by 3. This is not divisible by 5. This is not divisible by 3. So you don't have any choice. You don't have any choice left over here. So you have to simply multiply all these denominators to get an LCM. So what is the LCM over here? The LCM is 4 times 3 times 5. 4 times 3 times 5, 12, and 5, 60. Now LCM is 60 over here. LCM is 60 over here. Now 4, 15 times. 4, 15 times is 60. 4, 15 times is 60, and 15, 9 times 15, 135. Minus 3, 20 times is 60. 3, 20 times is 60, and 20, 10 times is 200. And similarly, it is 5, 12 times 5, 12 times 60, and 12, 21 times will be 252. Now see that there are two numbers which are positive. Now this number is positive and this is also positive. This is positive and this is positive. Go for the straight addition. 135 plus 252, you will get this number 387, and just subtract this 200 from. Now you will get 187 divided by 60. 187 divided by 60. Now divide this with 60, you will get 3, 180, and you will be left with only 7. So the answer will be this. Answer will be this. So it is very simple again. Now there is a term coming up and I intentionally left it, and that is Egyptian fraction. What is an Egyptian fraction now? Find Egyptian fraction for each of the following. Now this is the question number 3, if I have space over here. So find the Egyptian fraction. Question number 3. Find Egyptian fraction. Now, what are the Egyptian fractions? Now Egyptian fractions are the fractions. Now if you see any fraction like 5.6, 5 divided by 6. Now we have to break it into the Egyptian fraction. Now Egyptian fractions are the fractions with different denominators but the numerator is 1. For example, we have a fraction like this, 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3. 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3. Now this is the Egyptian fraction with different denominator, but denominators are 1. Now if we solve this fraction, this will become, what will become 6, the result will come 6, and 2 3 times, 3 times, the 3 will come over here, and plus 2 will come over here, and the answer will be 5. You see, the alternate numerators are coming, alternate numerators are coming over here. For this one, we have replaced 3, which was the denominator over here, and for this, we have replaced with 2, which was the denominator over here. So these are crisscrossing each other. Now 3 came over here, 2 came over here, and the result is 5 by 6. So this is the Egyptian fraction, and how it is solved is like this. So this is the Egyptian fraction. Maybe some Egyptian have done it like this, but this is an obsolete method. But since it has been asked in your book, so I am going to solve some questions out of it. Find the Egyptian fraction of each of the following. Now number A is 3 by 4. Now we have to find the Egyptian fraction for this. Now you see that the result over here is 3 and the denominator is 4. Now what Egyptian fractions? Now it is necessary, it is essential that we have different fractions over here. So we have to bring some different fractions like this. Now it will become 3. How? 1 upon 4. 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 2. 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 2. If I solve this question, you'll see that this result will come. My dear students, now this is the Egyptian fractions. These are the Egyptian fractions for this number, for this fraction. How? You see, if I solve this question, now the denominator will be 3. Denominator will be 4. So 1 times 4, and 1 come out of it, and 2 times 4 is 2 came out of it. So it will become 3 upon 4. So now these are the different fractions. These are the different fractions. So when we add them, it will become 3 upon 4. Now this is the Egyptian fraction for this fraction. Similarly, part C is 5 upon 8. 5 upon 8. Now for this question we have to find the Egyptian fraction. So Egyptian fractions, what I told you, with different denominator, but in numerator they have 1. So 1 plus 1 upon 8. See what happens over here. 8 is the result. Denominator 2 4 times, okay, and plus 1, it will become 5 upon 8. So it is, this Egyptian fraction is correct. So my dear students, our 5.3 exercise has been finished. So we'll be meeting in dividing fractions in our next lecture. So it's time to say goodbye. Hope that you will find it easy, the way of the way I teach you. If you find any difficulty in this exercise, you can ask me in the comment box. Especially you, Batul. Okay, Allah Hafiz.